What's going on, everybody? Something that's been coming up on the lesson tee a lot is people talking about bumping their hips. Let's go over that and let's talk about what you're really trying to do. Hey everybody, Scott Oden coming at you. We're out here, we're at Stony Creek Golf Course. We're gonna be talking about getting a little bit of bump in your swing. What is that and what do you really wanna try to do in your golf swing? So the bump in your golf swing has always been when you go back to the top, you're going to bump your hips forward, okay? That is the move that everybody was trying to do, and it actually became a pretty kind of fad type move for a while. Now, there are a few problems with that move though, because when you do that, where it starts to become a problem is you bump forward, and as you do that, as I bump my hips, notice how my upper body starts to lean back. Why were people trying to do this? Well, when you do make a bump, okay, because of how your upper body leans back, you can see that club start to shallow. Your body actually starts bending sideways to the right. But I think you actually cause a lot of other issues in the golf swing. One, we start seeing some improper shifting of how our pressure goes. That leads to things like early extension. You can't rotate, stuff like that. But also it starts moving your low point back, which for most people, that's not going to be something that they want to see. So I'm going to hit one here. Let's go ahead and just try a shot. Okay. Now, what I like to see people do, instead of thinking about bumping with their hips, what it ends up really being is when I go to hit the ball, what we're trying to do is get our body recentered, and we're trying to get loaded up to be able to hit the ball a little better. So what that means is, as I go back, what I like to see people do, I don't want to bump with the lower body. I actually want people thinking about this lead shoulder. So what I'll do is come up and physically push on people's lead shoulders and say, all right, I want you to move into me a little bit here, okay? So you go up, you're gonna shift forward, but everything is going to move forward. It's like you're getting loaded up into that lead leg. That is going to be the move that I like to see people do as they transition. And why that works is because when I do that, as I'm bumping, I actually am keeping my tilts in my body, okay? And if anything, I'm actually kind of crunching down a little bit more, which kicks my rear end back, which then helps us fight things like early extension, all of that stuff. So when I see people that say, hey, I'm gonna bump and all that, I want them to be very careful about how they're gonna do it. I don't wanna bump where I'm gonna start losing some of my tilts, and then my hips are gonna move in, all of that stuff. I need to make sure I'm bumping where it's more of a recenter, getting loaded up on the lead leg, so then I am ready to make my swing all the way through. So the way we typically drill this, we're gonna go back, forward, and rotate through then as we go through to hit the ball. We'll take it very step by step as we do that, making sure that we are moving in a way that's going to allow us to have some power, load up our legs, and then feel that kind of process as we go. So we go again, bring it back, recenter, and then from here is where I can rotate. My tilts can change to where I'm bending to the right side. I can keep my body away from the golf ball as I hit it. And it's a lot easier to make pretty solid center contact as we go through to do that. So adding in a bump is a good thing. People are afraid of moving laterally. Don't be, but just make sure you're doing it in the right way. When you are moving laterally, if you start changing your tilts, that is going to cause problems. But we definitely want some of that lateral. You just want to do it the right way. So if you have questions about it, please leave a comment down below. Make sure you check out our Breaking 90 down in the description below. And as always, click that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.